Hi, I'm going to talk about things that I have a unique perspective on that I can share with you. And one of those things that I have a unique perspective on, despite these walls here, is homelessness. This is not my home. I am not a stakeholder in this home. I'm barely a contributor in this home, and I do my best. I do my best. Not really, because I'm severely like depressed all the time. Nothing for me ever seems to go right. See, there's a problem with being homeless where people assume that you're either lazy or on drugs or chose to be homeless, right? And to a degree, to a degree, I would choose to be homeless over participating in capitalism. As I've expressed on this channel before, uh, capitalism makes me sad because there's losers built into the equation. It's not a good way to do life because you can't keep taking, you know. And one of the one of the things that as a I've been homeless since I was 17 years old. I'm writing a book to get all this information sorted out and so I could hopefully make some money. But and also, it's tough for me to look at the camera and talk at the same time in a heartfelt way because I'm just so damn pretty that I distract myself. Now, what's it's easier for me to organize my thoughts right now where I'm not looking at the camera. So, people assume that you're on drugs, lazy, or chose to be homeless. I would choose to be homeless over participating in capitalism because capitalism, if you've been on the internet before, you'll realize that there's a certain group of people that you'll see consistently that are called influencers, right? Where they don't actually have to make a living wage. They just have to make a little bit extra money to complement their already successful lives. They were born already successful. They live in a house. They're almost guaranteed a job because of the friends that their parents have. Um, those people who are born successful will criticize people like me who have to earn and fight for every little tiny bit of success that I've had in my life, which is to me it's amazing. It's incredible to me that I could come from an industrial New England town in poverty from the projects to eating salmon with Josh Blue or hanging out at the casino with Ari Spears or at a private party with Eugene Merman. That's amazing to me. I've opened for incredible acts from national headliners, and it's that's amazing to me. You don't understand. Um, I've made I made 3 grand in a week, legitimately, just trucking around replacing batteries at different Kohl's. Um, I have technical skills, technically, and this is getting worse and worse. And usually everything's fine, but for some reason, all the aminals want to be hectic as fuck and blow my cover. So I there's nothing I could do about that. I don't like deleting stuff. I put work into this video as it is. It's only 5 minutes, but there's stuff just because when you come off the cuff and everything's not like memorized or scripted, it's hard to hit that same note again. But maybe I'm not gonna end it. Okay, so It's tough. It's tough because I have to work double hard to get any. I've never owned a vehicle. I've barely ever owned more than one outfit. Right now, I'm doing all right thanks to a lot of help from very particular people. Um, but there's a looming hammer. See, they just it's it's tough. It's tough. There's the looming hammer of justice over me, and it's I gotta go to Rhode Island, which is where I definitely am right now, to the Rhode Island courthouse and present myself and deal with a bunch of stuff that I already signed to, and the judge intentionally continued to make it more difficult for me because they know that I have a hard time living indoors, and that in the winter time you can't really live outdoors in New England because you'll either die or be eaten by a moose or a bear or a gangster or just some kids who are trying to make a name for themselves that are just murk a homeless person that's defenseless, because that's cool. That's an expression of power. Um, so it's dangerous out there. And now, as a homeless person, I have to deal with I guess it's called dogma when someone's committed to making prejudiced decisions. I think that's called dogma. So I got to go out there and or stigma, dogma, stigma. Anyway, I got to go out in the world and be this person that I am, undeniably a homeless person. And by all standards, I'm technically uneducated. Now, does that help me or hurt me? I don't know. But I know that if I came from a family that loved me and I lived in a house my whole life, it'd be a lot easier for me to get an education. And why I can't just walk into a college, learn electrical engineering, and then go benefit the society I live in is beyond me. Way beyond me. Um can't just give that knowledge to anybody. And so what I done in my lifetime is I worked a series of construction jobs, whatever job will have me. I've worked on horse farms. uh I've split wood. you know I've done a lot of different tasks. I'm a network technician, which is just pulling cable and plugging stuff in. And I don't know why these animals are going crazy, but they just, I guess, I don't know. Usually everything's calm, but let's go crazy right now. I don't know. It's not my animals, not my house. I guess it's my problem. But I don't know. I don't know how to go forward. I don't know what to change. I don't know. People just expect me to magically not be impoverished. They're like, "Oh, here's $50, dude," and then like 3 weeks later, they're like, "How come you didn't fix your life on that $50?" I mean, I've had people give me upwards of like 300 and 500, but that was in emergency circumstances where the money was already spent because I had to travel or something. And right now, yeah, I need about $800 to even go anywhere. And if I allow the police to capture me and bring me in, not only do I look like a piece of shit in court because I had to have the police bring me in, but then I run the risk of the police murdering me because I'm an outspoken opponent of the police. And they don't like that. And they'll just murder you, at their will. Usually they let the CEOs, the lower paid guys, do it. It's kind of a weird system that exists where they make the lower paid guys do all the dangerous work. And that's throughout all the jobs. I was a stagehand for 9 years. I did that. So I've had jobs. I'm not lazy. You can go fuck yourself with that lazy shit. We can go rounds and see who got endurance and who's lazy if that's what you want to do. Um, but I don't think that's what you want to do. Can we not? Can we not? Please, please. You guys normally do not do this stuff. You guys normally are very well behaved. No, don't come over here acting like we're friends right now. Leave the cat alone. I don't. This is. People. I don't know. I don't know. If these were my animals, they would be better trained than this. I know that, and that's another. Okay, so that's the thing. Is I have no specialty. I have no claim. I have no stake in anything that's going on. But I know that I would be doing a better job were I in position of power than the people that are. The people that are entrusted with these tasks and whatever they don't give a shit. They're doing the bare minimum to collect a paycheck until they don't have to no more. You know, that's and I know that. That's one of the secrets of life that they don't want to let you in on, is that most people are out there half-assing it on the merit that they don't even realize how lucky they are to have a good job that their uncle got for them secretly, quietly. Shh, don't tell nobody, you know, it's fucking. And that's the way things work. That's the people who have already benefit, despite the lies that you're told as a child, where we look out for each other. You know, that's it. They fill your head with nonsense so they can take advantage of you later as an adult. And that's sad because it works. And they want you to just accept your place in the world. They go, know your place, you poor. You know? And I'm better than them. I am. I'm better than them. Can we stop calling these people elites? Because I'm a hobo and I am better than them. They are not elite by any stretch of any imagination. The only thing that makes them elite is the fact that they started with all the stuff that normal people have to work for. And then it becomes a generational thing and luck. And people want to feel like they earned a thing when really you didn't. You either got lucky or someone was nice to you. And it's weird. It's weird. Thank you. Thank you for calming the fuck down, aminals. Appreciate that. And yeah, I get it. Aminals are supposed to run around and have fun. You know, but there's a million other days, a million other times where they could be doing that and they don't. And then all of a sudden I'm trying to do a thing and now it's let's run around time. It's rude. A little rude. Now, some people, I'm going to come off as like a bitter person. I don't give a fuck. I'll slap the shit out of you. I don't care. Because I am. I'm allowed to be bitter. If you knew any, so I'm going to write a book so that way maybe people can understand better what exactly my life really was and how I got this far. And where I plan on going, because I'm not done. Like, I want to be. I really do. I want to be done. But I'm not done because I still have to prove to my kid that I'm not a piece of shit, because that's all that's been fucking loaded into her head since birth. And what can I do? What can I do, you know? And go stand outside of her window with a radio? You know, what am I going to do? Every time I go there, they call the cops on me. It's insanity. That's my kid. And in case my kid watched this video and got all the way to the end, I'm gonna say this: as far as the DNA thing goes, that was necessary. You weren't there. You don't know what was going on. These people are in cahoots. They're coordinating stories so that I look like the bad guy because I have to look like the worst guy ever, or their narrative doesn't work. If they're not able to piece these things together to make me look horrible, the truth that they are horrible will become apparent. Like I did when I made you. Love you, kid. And anyone else who watched this, you know. But that's I want to get that off my chest. It's so tough to be a homeless person, and it's only getting worse. And there's going to be more homeless people. And now there's an executive order that makes my existence illegal on top of all the problems I already have. And everything that's wrong with my life could be fixed with like $1,500. And to some people, that's nothing. And here I am, no car, barely any clothes. I hardly eat every day. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's intentional, is the worst part, right? You want to say it's intentional on my behalf, but let me ask you, what choice did I ever really fucking have?